Welcome back. Listening to...
You know what we need to do?
What do we need to do?
We've covered Live Scope, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I'll take the ugly part.
I'll take the good.
And that's fine.
No,
and we've covered aliens and AI and planetary invasion,
Sasquatch,
and
COVID.
We've covered viruses, zoonotic diseases, which, like the bubonic plague, which could come back at any time. And, you say, no, leave those rats alone. They're cute.
Yeah.
It's not the rats anyway.
We forgot to say that this segment is brought to you by Kodiak Fish Attractant.
Mm-hmm. And our fish our scent don't stink.
Yes.
Right?
Right. You're right. Hey, that's a good one.
Catches fish.
That is just, yes.
But no, we have a lot of
fish in house.
But I want to talk
after 3 days.
I want to talk about fishing. Just fishing stuff.
Okay.
And I want to talk about the JDM Outdoor Show.
Okay, let me do something real quick.
What are you going to do? Talk about your show?
No. Sister Marianne, I want to get this in before I forget.
Okay.
Because she's going through the eye thing, and she's doing better, and hopefully her surgery is soon.
Good.
But she asked me to ask you, are all fish that, I said yes, but that you would say, are all the fish that you normally get in a restaurant safe to eat?
No.
Okay, good. So what fish are? I told her pollock.
Pollock are okay. I think flounder are okay.
What about Chilean bass?
I would not order Chilean bass.
She brought that up.
It's a really old fish. They're catching the heck out of them.
They're not even called Chilean sea bass.
No.
That's a fake name.
What are the ones that like
Patagonian toothfish is the real name of it.
They're raising in these ponds.
Mm-hmm.
What are those
tilapia.
Tilapia. Yeah,
I wouldn't eat tilapia.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I wouldn't eat it because of what they eat.
That's exactly right.
Exactly. Yeah.
They eat fecal material
detritus.
of other.
So you're safe with salmon, pollock.
Yeah.
Flounder.
Any fish you eat, it has mercury in it. If you eat things like tuna or swordfish, those hold mercury that's naturally occurring in the environment.
Okay.
Some more, some less.
Right. They hold it more than other types of fish.
Okay.
Right? But there's always, you shouldn't eat fish at every single meal.
Oh, no.
No.
But like if you went out to a restaurant, she asked.
Sure, if they have pollock, if they have like a baked scrod or something like that, you're fine.
Okay.
That's a white fish. That's pollock or haddock or things. Those things are fine.
Okay.
And white flaky fish.
Right.
Even halibut has some mercury and stuff in it.
And those tend to be older
and it's
fish.
tiny, but it's tiny amounts.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. But if you eat it a lot, that's where it comes in.
Okay.
I would not get tuna. I would not get swordfish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the two biggies on the list.
Yeah.
And with the fish
I would
fries,
not get red snapper.
you would not?
Probably not.
That's on the edge there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but all these fish fries, I told her they're usually pollock or flounder,
Or
aren't
cod.
they? Or
There's some
cod,
kind
yeah.
of white fish.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're fine at the fish fries. They're not gonna.
No,
That's what
I wouldn't worry about the fish fries.
That's
fish
what I
fries
told
are
her.
great.
But she asked, and she really enjoys the show because she says it is so. She loves the stuff that you do. She's a teacher, and she was a teacher in college.
Yeah, she's
So
a PhD.
she's smart, and she appreciates your knowledge too. So, but I wanted to get that in. Okay, we can go back to the show. I'm sorry.
more teaching.
Okay. Yes.
We enjoy what
The
you
fishing
do too,
teaching.
Carl.
Yes.
Teaching fishing.
Yes.
But I want to talk about the JDM
Yeah.
Outdoor Fishing and Outdoor Show.
Or you're going to get
Friday,
your fishing rod today.
Friday was a heck of a day.
Was it?
Showed up I had a seminar at 3, got through the seminar. Nice crowd.
Was it?
Saw some listeners from the show.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I've seen them every day. They stop by and say hi. And
wow, that's
nice.
I
saw, who was it? I saw Doug the other day.
Oh.
I was eating lunch, and Doug stopped by, and we chatted for a little bit. Then he went to get lunch, and I had to go pick up my hand-tied hair jigs from one of the things I wanted to talk about was this young man. His name is Nick.
Yeah.
I think we had him call the show last year. He started his own hand-tied jig business.
Okay.
And he just turned 18. He's been doing it for a couple of years, but he got a booth at the show this year.
18?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he is tying jigs like a madman.
What size?
Any size you want. He's got them 1/64th ounce, 1/32nd ounce, a 16th ounce, and he will do whatever custom color you want. He's got all sorts of tying materials, and he ties up hair jigs with like flash in them and things like that.
So what's the name of the company?
I believe it's NK Jigs.
NK Jigs.
Mm-hmm. And
you can buy online.
He lives down in the Akron area, Portage Lakes area.
Yeah.
And he is a young entrepreneur getting into the fishing business.
Okay, today.
And that is so good to see.
Good. So when you see him today, have him call in again.
I'll give him a card.
Yes.
I'll give him a card.
Do that. But yeah.
And then there's another, he's on one side, he's over by the snack bar and across from the pickle and pretzel booth. They sell pickles and they sell pretzels flavored. Oh, they're so good. Those hot garlic pickles.
Yeah.
Woo, they are so good.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's like get at these things is all the food that's really bad for me.
Yeah.
But anyway, I still buy some fishing stuff. He's on one side. On the other side, there's another hand-tied jig maker, and they came up all the way from Dayton to this show.
Wow.
And they are T&S jigs.
Okay.
And their hand-tied jigs, he uses silicone skirts on them instead of hair and things like that. He ties them up with silicone skirts.
Yeah.
All different colors of the rainbow, all different sizes, the same thing. And he also makes like ants. He's got an ant that he makes with the silicone arms
legs
on it.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And all different colors, black,
So
black
like
and
little
white.
spidery?
Yes.
Ooh.
And I can't wait to
Yeah.
throw those underneath an overhanging tree somewhere in the late spring and early in
yeah.
the summer.
Tree. Ooh.
And those bluegills and crappies and whatever's under there is going to tear those up because they look really good. And those silicone skirts have a really nice action in the water.
Yeah.
And they're tough. They stay on there.
Yeah.
I bought a few of those
and
talked to them for a while. I gave them a card and told them to call in the show.
Okay.
That's T&S jigs. Let's see. One of our listeners, Brian Rembowski, came by and we were talking.
Oh.
And he stopped by the Cass Cray booth and we were talking. And he wanted me to pass a message on to Doc.
Okay.
Oh.
Because he's the one that talked about his dog having the irritated eye.
Right.
He said he got the saline solution like you recommended and washed it out. And he said whatever was in there, cleaned it right out, and everything's peachy keen with his pup
I'm glad
now.
it worked.
And now his dog's going back to killing skunks.
Well, I hope the skunk solution works.
He said his dog has killed like 5 skunks.
You're kidding.
I believe it.
And he said it's a German short hair. It just goes crazy and just.
Does he get sprayed out every time he kills
No, not every time.
Oh.
Sometimes he'll bite it and break the neck, and it won't spray.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
okay.
But, most of the time he gets a little bit of something.
Tell him to save the tails.
Yeah, I should have.
Oh, yeah, very valuable.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
They're
valuable.
still, they're coming out of their prime.
Yeah.
Prime fur time now,
right.
But the
tails are still pretty good.
Yeah, they get
Even
those
though
long white hairs on them, and that's what they look for.
Yeah.
But yeah. But the show, it's got such a good variety. There are people from all over. They're like tackle shops from Pennsylvania.
Is it bigger than last year?
There seems to be a lot more fishing dealers than last year. There's our local guys. The guys from Aaron from DeLong is there with his muskie stuff and his bass stuff, and DeLong lures. There are folks from Pine Tuning area.
Oh.
Up in Pymatooning. There's 2 or 3 shops from Pymatooning. There's a couple of custom painting shops. DB Marine is there.
Yeah.
DB Charters is there. They have a New York Sodas Point. Was it Diamond J?
I remember talking to him last year.
He's there again. He actually gave away a raffle prize of a charter that I got in on. I tried to win for us guys, but I couldn't. They didn't pick my name. So, but they're giving away great stuff: fishing kayaks and gun safes and trolling motors and batteries and what else? A crossbow. I tried to get the crossbow too. And then
now, where's the show located?
It's at the Summit County Fairgrounds. On the entrances off a route. It's 1050 State Route 91 in beautiful Talmadge, Ohio. And if you put that in your map quest, there you go. You can get you right there. And it's Howe Road. Howe Road. You're right, Brian. He's Howe, Howe, 1050 Howe. There's 2 entrances. But the great thing is free parking. Don't have to pay to park. And it's $12 for adults, and kids under 12 are free. And there's a kids over or under 10 or something. I can't remember. They have all the details there.
Yeah.
But great little show.
Good.
I bought that Shimano reel from a guy he's from Pennsylvania.
Oh.
He's got a trailer and he does all the shows and stuff. And I was talking to him. Real nice folks too. I bought a couple of rod ties from
what's that?
A stringer company. They make stringers and rod ties. You know, if you have a 2-piece rod, they're the things that you put on your rod, and it's got a little bead and it slips and to hold your rods together so they're not flopping all over. Oh. And just, I like sharing the love, spending a couple of bucks here and there. Sure. And they had some really beautiful hand-painted baits. Yeah. Like the bass crankbaits and the walleye baits.
Anybody selling Live Scope?
Yes.
Really?
DB Marine has them. You can go buy all your accessories.
Did they have accessories?
They've got all the accessories. There's tackle boxes. There's tackle. There's fishing rods. There's reels. There's all sorts. There's fillet knives, electric, replacement blades, all sorts of stuff you can get.
Wow.
Do they have some Jacques Cousteau swim trunks for Joe?
No. There are a few clothing places. There's a deer one that they have clothing and other stuff too, but the guy I can't remember his first name. He's going to kill me. But in his booth, he has a couple of his deer mounts that he has shot over the years, and he has the mounts. Beautiful deer. But he has one that is one of those pack mounts that's on a pack frame.
Yeah, they do that
with the
now.
Head, and then they roll up the skin underneath it.
Yeah.
And then underneath that, he has like a red and black buffalo check flannel blanket on this birch rack. It's really cool looking.
Yeah, okay. We got to take a break because then we're going to get a fishing report, which we will do. So hang in there, Mike. We'll get to you as soon as we can. But we'll get a fishing report when we return. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back.
Whether you're a novice or a well-seasoned angler, if you want that extra edge in catching more fish, you want one of the many species of Kodiak scent. Made from real bait fish, Kodiak fishing scents are made from pure freeze-dried bait. Freeze-drying enhances the scent considerably, making it the most potent fishing scent available to the fishermen today. It comes in many flavors, including shad, crayfish, salmon egg, and the most popular, minnow. Add the paste to your lures, it really sticks. And when a fish hits, it doesn't let go. And if you use tube jigs, try the tube injector. This handy syringe is made especially to be inserted into a tube jig. Kodiak fishing scents are now available online at Castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K.com. If you want to catch fish, you want Kodiak from Coulis.
For those that fish Lake Erie and are used to fishing with dipsy divers, I think they've got to try my diver, Castaway's magnetic diver. And what's so neat about it, it's a magnetic release. So you don't have to fight. With the problem with the regular dipsies is that they'll trip. You got to bring them in.
Or sometimes they won't trip.
Or they won't trip. This is a magnetic release, so you let it into the water, and as it has slack, it falls and it sets and then dives. And then when a fish hits it, it trips it, comes to the surface and comes in. But the neat thing about it as well is you can fish with it. You can trip it. You can let it come up through the water column. You can reset it. So it's a great way to get a bait down and away from the boat. So it's Castaway's magnetic diver, but it's something, if you're a troller, you need to look into. It's a great product and a great way to make fishing a lot easier and a lot more productive. Order yours today.
Are you ready to catch the big one? Introducing Kodiak Fish Attractant Catfish Bombs, your ultimate secret weapon for a successful fishing trip. Designed with fishermen in mind, Kodiak Catfish Bombs release an irresistible scent that draws catfish in from miles away. Just toss it in, wait a bit, and watch the action unfold. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, these bombs are hot stuff. Perfect for the weekend angler or those late-night catfish excursions. Watch your catch rate explode with Kodiak Fish Attractant Catfish Bombs. Available online at castaway.com. That's castaway with a K.com. Thanks for listening to the Inside the Great Outdoors podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, shoot us an email at jcoulis@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. We'll share your comments with our audience on the following week's show. Thanks again for listening to Inside the Great Outdoors.
Welcome back. Listening to Inside the Great Outdoors. And how's Mike doing? Mike.
Good morning, guys.
How are you
guys doing on this nice sunny weekend?
Good.
Great. What's up?
Mr. Close, can you please stop with that bad apathic nihilism negativity that is just making the rest of the week worse, okay?
The what?
I'll explain it to him, Mike. Don't worry about it.
Thank you very much. We should focus on good, optimistic things.
Yeah, Joe.
Like that, all those nice raffle prizes at all those expo shows and hunter and trapper conventions.
Mm-hmm.
Those are nice. We should get more websites about the information about the raffles, too. That would be a good idea, Mr. Carl.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Mr. Cole should write some more books about all of his travels around the world and the hunting trophies he has and his taxidermy business and the fish lure craft that he does and the skills of trapping, because all that's essential. So he should write a new book titled Turkeys on My Deck, and also the Legend of the Wild Off-Grid Rustic Cabin. That's a good title, too.
There you go.
That would fit with the Call of the Wild book.
There you go.
The Wild book.
Good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And you should also look at Klein Tools website. Klein Tools has some new stuff he might be interested in, too, because they have new automotive tools coming out, so he should look at those,
There's
too.
a lot of antique collectors that collect antique Klein tools.
Really?
Yep. And I've seen some of those in some of the shops. They're quite expensive. So, but they pay for quality.
Yep.
The anything else, Bud? I got to get to my fishing report.
Oh, yes. Tell Dr. Norm to talk about some spring plants and maybe the red deadly Chagas plague maybe next time. That would be a good idea. Thank you very much, guys. Have a nice weekend.
All right, Mike.
Okay.
Chagas plague.
Yep.
Thank you very much, guys.
Okay.
Have a nice weekend.
See you, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Okay, now
Yeah.
we're getting to the report. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. And thanks for taking the bum's rush like a real man.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we didn't
That's
want
okay.
him to wait.
You,
So
you nihilistic guy, you.
What?
We'll explain it later.
We'll explain it later, too.
The fishing
went over my head.
now, the fishing over the past week was awesome. The Maumee River will start out west. Maumee River Walleye Run is getting started, and they're catching fish. And if you want to do some combat fishing and stand shoulder to shoulder with a bunch of guys.
No, thanks.
And, you'll catch some walleye, and they're catching some nice ones.
So they actually bite?
Yes,
not
they do.
Snag.
Nope.
Okay.
You will snag some, but you have to let those go. You have to catch them hook in the mouth. But moving to the east, if you're out in a boat fishing the reef complexes, they're getting walleyes out there by jigging and trolling, and they're catching some monsters. The big females are out there, and it's just almost time for them to get on the reefs and drop their eggs, and they have a big spawning fish.
Pre-spawn.
Yes.
Oh.
And they're catching some big walleyes.
Because they're full of eggs.
Like the walleyes of a lifetime. If you want to catch a double-digit walleye, now is the time to do it. You're right, because they are full of eggs. And but if there's enough walleye in there, you can keep your trophy. But a lot of guys let the big ones go.
Sure.
And they keep the smaller ones as the good eaters.
Smaller, better eating anyway.
Oh, yeah.
By far.
Delicious. But if you don't want to drive all the way to the Maumee River, you can go to the Sandusky River.
Yep.
And all the way down to Fremont. They took all the dams out. They catch walleye all the way down to there. Or the Portage River. That's a little bit further west, not quite as far as Maumee. But it's all walleyes are on all of those rivers. The steelhead are still running in the Vermilion and in all the tributaries around Cleveland.
I've seen some nice pictures.
The Rocky,
Rocky,
the Cuyahoga, the Chagrin, and the Grand. And same thing, upriver, at the mouths, they're everywhere. They're going to start moving out. The other thing that's going to start here real soon, if it hasn't started already, the big smallmouth are going to start and move in the rivers to spawn.
Oh.
And Rocky River is a great smallmouth area in the springtime. Mm-hmm. Maybe a couple of weeks, mid-April, I think is the best time. But really quality, the big lake-running smallmouth, the 5, 6, 7 pounders, you can get into some nice fish.
They'll run all the way up to Valley City.
Mm-hmm.
And so will the steelhead.
So will the steelhead.
Yeah, all the way up to Valley City.
If it's an unimpeded waterway, they'll go. They go, looking for that great spawning habitat, and it's there. We have some spawning steelhead that make beds and lay eggs and everything. And
do they live?
Yes.
Yeah, they go back.
The naturally spawning steelhead, they've caught them in Yellow Creek, one of the tributaries of the Cuyahoga. I've seen them there. I've seen them. It's pretty amazing. You think, oh, look at those minnows. And then you look, and it's like, wait a minute.
Wow.
Those are trout.
Wow.
And they're steelhead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And,
compared to what the Cuyahoga used to look like.
Yeah.
Or smell like.
Absolutely. They are catching some fish. This is really cool. There was a picture of a guy. He caught a big crappie off of I think it was 72nd in Cleveland. I think it had to be 14 inches long. Mike Dirkelek posted a picture. But it was up in Cleveland, fishing from the shore and catching crappies and big panfish.
14-inch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
And inland, they're just getting started at Deer Creek, which is down near Alliance, the Deer Creek by Alliance, not the one further down in southeastern Ohio. But that's the one further down is near Pataskala, I believe.
Pataskala.
Yeah, that too.
Keep them in line there, Doc.
There you go.
Give me all
that was my neck of the woods.
I threw that softball.
Years,
I threw that softball up because I was harder on Joe today.
Yeah, Mike said, "Boy, I'd get cremated."
But yeah, catching crappies on the Gulp minnows on a 1/64th jig head. Chartreuse was the best color, fishing about 7 feet down right off of Price Street along the causeway there. Really good fishing. When the crappies are in there, you can catch all the 9, 10, 11-inch crappies you want and fill your freezer. This is the time to do it. I also fished at Nimisila a couple of days. I was out fishing. I saw my buddy Chris and his friend Greg. I talked about them last week. And I saw Chris at the show yesterday. And I went out Thursday during the week and caught a mess of red ears and a couple of big crappies. So they're even starting there. And the bass guys at Nimisila and Portage Lakes are going crazy because the bass are on fire. En fuego, for those of you of the Latin persuasion. They are en fuego, which means on fire. And
I do have recipes for bass.
Mm-hmm. They're throwing blade baits, and they're throwing like silver buddies and head and sonars, and there's all sorts of different kinds. They're throwing lipless crankbaits like a rattle trap, things like that, or a red-eye shad. They're throwing chatterbaits. They're throwing spinner baits. They're getting bass on just about everything. Bass are in their pre-spawn, too, and they're feeding up. And also, the northern pike continue to bite. Tuscarawas River, Cuyahoga River, the marinas up in Cleveland, the marinas out in Geneva. All of these places hold northern pike. It just got to be at the right place at the right time. And those are things that I talk about in my seminar. Is the reason why all of these fish are getting so active is because of water temperature.
Yeah.
That's the main factor.
So we're ahead of time.
We're about average, a little bit maybe.
Okay.
But it's about average.
But isn't usually the crappie later April?
No.
No?
They're about now.
Right after ice out, you can catch them.
Oh, really?
And that's when you start trying, and you'll start catching smaller ones and everything. Then the big ones will move in. And
okay,
you'll know.
And where?
You'll know.
Shallow water?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was fishing maybe at Nimisila. I was fishing about 18 inches deep, maybe 2 feet deep. With the Gulp minnows I started with, then I switched to soft plastics. And don't tell anybody this, but the best color was black and gold.
Oh.
So the water's very, very clear, a little bit of dinge to it.
Would you whisper that?
I would whisper, it's black and gold.
Okay.
But don't tell anybody I told you.
No.
But I caught them on gold, black and gold, chartreuse, and I like to switch colors. So if I'm using a color and I'm catching fish and then they stop biting, I'll switch colors. And that's what I was doing. So, and there's also a color called Lime Truce in the Cast Cray line that's been really good.
All right.
And use the small baits. The water's still cold. They're chasing little stuff.
Okay.
So don't use a big giant bait. Use a smaller bait.
Okay. And now we got to take a break. You're listening Inside the Great Outdoors, and we will take a break and return.
Whether you're a novice or a well-seasoned angler, if you want that extra edge in catching more fish, you want one of the many species of Kodiak scent. Made from real bait fish, Kodiak fishing scents are made from pure freeze-dried bait. Freeze-drying enhances the scent considerably, making it the most potent fishing scent available to the fishermen today. It comes in many flavors, including shad, crayfish, salmon egg, and the most popular, minnow. Add the paste to your lures, it really sticks. And when a fish hits, it doesn't let go. And if you use tube jigs, try the tube injector. This handy syringe is made especially to be inserted into a tube jig. Kodiak fishing scents are now available online at Castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K.com. If you want to catch fish, you want Kodiak.
Do you enjoy a good story about hunting or fishing? Then you need to get your hands on Tales from the Trails, the real-life adventures of Castaway Coulis. Take a journey around the world with Joe as he recounts some of his best hunting and fishing trips, from Africa to Alaska, from behind the Iron Curtain to Australia. You can share in his memories through the book, complete with pictures to take you on the journey. It's a trip back in time looking through the eyes of an outdoors legend. Order your copy today on Amazon or at castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K.com.
Outdoor enthusiasts, get pumped! Join Joe Castaway Coulis on his solo adventure, The Outdoor World of Castaway Coulis, on the Outdoor Radio Network. The legend is back, and now on radio. Every Wednesday at 11 a.m., Joe brings you thrilling stories, expert tips, and all things hunting, fishing, and wild exploration. Catch The Outdoor World of Castaway Coulis. Tune in to the Outdoor Radio Network on iHeartRadio. Head to iHeart.com or grab the iHeartRadio app to start your adventure today.
This segment is brought to you by Great Lakes Outdoor Supply, the only place that has all of your outdoor needs.
Thanks for listening to the Inside the Great Outdoors podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, shoot us an email at jcoulis@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. We'll share your comments with our audience on the following week's show. Thanks again for listening to Inside the Great Outdoors.
Welcome back. These guys are giving me fishing lessons.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking of different hunting and stuff, and I was when I was walking yesterday, checking to see the damage to the wind, and I was walking and I was talking about the different wild game there is and what ranks where, and anybody that's eaten wild game sheep, wild sheep, agree that it is number one. Number two is moose or elk, depending. And then it goes down from there. And probably at the bottom, I would say probably antelope. Because they eat a lot of sage.
Woodchuck is, oof.
Oh, but I mean, as far as wild game that you would hunt.
Mm-hmm.
But so sheep hunting. So that's another world that it is hard to explain what it's like. The problem is it's tough. Mm-hmm. It's really tough. And you have to get in shape before, otherwise you're lost. And what I would do...
I'm in shape, and that shape is round.
Yeah. I would go to the park. I would put on my heavy hunting boots and walk just so far and return. And next day further. And you do that. This you do every day, but it's in the summer because you're going sheep hunting in August, because the elevation and where they're at, fall starts in August. And then you put on a backpack and carry some weight, and you got to get in shape. And after a while, you can walk pretty far. So when you get there, you're going to get to enjoy yourself and not be, the guides. The thing about the guides, they're in shape. So you're going up the mountain, and they go, and of course they get ahead of you. And you go and you stop, and you get your breath, and you get to where they're at, and you stop. Well, then they've been resting, so they go, and now you're sitting there alone waiting to get to them. And some guides are better than others, but they're all young and they're in shape, so it's like walking in a park. So this one, we're hunting stone sheep, and there's these areas are pretty cool where you go up relatively on an angle. I mean, not straight, but a gradual incline of sorts. Still not easy because you get to some spots, and what you have to do, you get to an area and you make sure you have your breath and everything, and then you have to go as fast as you can, because for every 5 steps you take, you really only got one because of the loose gravel and stuff. And there are some sheep trails, but a lot of times there aren't any. And then you get to a spot and you stop and get your breath so that you have the energy to really go at it, because you got to keep going to keep going. And then so we get to the top and break over the side. Now then it's pretty much sheer. And so we got to a spot and we're sitting there. I made the mistake as I laid the gun against a rock and we went up to the edge where just straight off. And don't see nothing. Here, the sheep were underneath us. So here we are. And there they go. Oh, jeez. Well, by the time I went to get the gun, which wasn't that far, I'm shooting it for 500 yards. And oh, well, I thought, oh, was that my chance? So you got to go back to the horses and back to camp and whatever. So then we go another day and we go and we're laying there. We find 5 rams by themselves. The rams are by themselves in the fall. The lambs and ewes, they're off in their own bunch. So if there's lambs and ewes, forget it. Keep going because there's no rams. And the rams will be in a group 3 to 5, maybe 7. That's a pretty big bunch. So we see these rams, and the guy says, I don't know I can't remember if the cameraman was right with me or not. So anyways, I get set. I shoot at this one ram, probably a good 350, and it goes down. So, okay, so we just sit and wait. Well, then it gets up. Well, I really don't have a good shot. And then it goes down. Well, okay, we'll just wait. He won't go far. Well, he keeps doing this and keeps doing this. And now he's on the other side of the mountain basin. We're in a basin. So the guy says, come on, we got to go. Well, there's no cover to where he is. So you want to talk about luck. We start down and a literal blizzard comes in. It was a blizzard. You couldn't see 10 feet. So, and we're dressed not for that, but we're running literally in this snow to where we know that he stopped again. Because he gets over that ridge, he's history. And we go and we're running and stop, and the blizzard stops. The ground's all white now. And I'm looking, and he's standing there with the sun behind him. And it's hard as you can't believe to see. And I shoot down. The joy after all of that, between me and the guy, the cameraman stayed back because we figured to lease him out. He was filming it. We're hugging each other, and you want to talk about joy. It's like unbelievable. You can't explain it. The thrill, the excitement, the gratification, because in another minute it would have been too late and gone. But where that snow squall came in, just enough time for us to run from where we were, and we must have ran like 300 yards. And then it stopped and the sun came out. Isn't that lucky, you know?
Yep.
So we cape it out, we get the pictures and everything, and then we take it loaded up between me and the guide on our backs, and we get back to the horses, which was a ways away now. And it's odd because you're up there and you think, oh, you could see, say, 500 yards. Well, then there's a drop-off, but you don't know it. You think, oh, that's all you got to get to as far as you could see. No, you're only a tenth of the way home. And you keep going and going. You think, man, will you ever get to the horses? So when you do get to the horses and load up, it's like, oh, now you can, because you could close your eyes and just hang on, horse knows the way home. So then we get back to camp, and he takes with the back strap. We took what meat we could and took the back strap and cook. Oh, my God. It's hard to explain, but it's like the best beef in the world. It is so tasty. It has a little sweetness, I guess, to it, but definitely bighorn sheep. So, but any sheep hunt, what you get yourself into No, there's something worse. Goat hunting. Goat hunting, they live in sheer rocks. I mean, and the way and sheep can do it too. The reason they can run up rocks that are slick is their feet are built in such a way when they push down their suction cups. They're a cup to the hoof, to both hoofs. So when they push down, they're sucked to it. So they could go across, they could go straight up rocks because, of course, they're moving fast, but they're suction cups. And you get into a place and you get to it and you say, I'm never doing this again. And the next day, in the same predicament. I mean, it's dangerous, but you want to, and when you get to the top of these mountains, it's like, hard to put in a word, it is another world. The air is so clear, and you could see so far that you just take it in and think, wow, I want to just stay here for a while. But you're already climbed up there, and of course the guide wants to get off, and you want to sit there and absorb it, You know
what? You have the same experience when you go fishing. Just leave that live scope off.
Jeez. Oh,
you can see far. You can take in the whole experience.
Oh, here we go.
And you don't even have to look at a digital screen.
Okay. So
you just have to get out and get there.
You got it. The other great thing is if you get you carry a little one-man tent. It rolls up into nothing, but you carry it, and your sleeping bag. And so if you get to go to sleep on the side of the mountain and you get up in the morning and the sun is coming over your shoulder and you look out and the colors and the cleanness of the air, water, you just go to a stream anywhere and drink right out of it. Put your head down there and because it's perfectly clear and clean. No contaminants.
In the metro parks?
Yeah.
No.
But
well, you could, but it's probably going to catch up with you.
But that experience it, you can't explain it. You can't, if people that have done it know what I'm talking about, and if you haven't, I'm just trying to portray it a little bit. But it is another world, and if you weren't hunting sheep, there's no way you would go there. There's no way you would go through all of that it takes just to get the experience of it.
Well, there are a couple alerts going around. Did you hear about this?
Alerts? Are we done with my story?
Are you done with your story?
Okay, that's my story. Sticking to it.
I have a correction.
Okay.
Yes.
The gentleman who caught the crappie off Cleveland, it was a 17-inch crappie.
Oh,
whoa.
And
okay.
It's the cover photo of the Cleveland Metro Parks fishing report at clevelandmetroparks.com.
Wow.
Oh, that's a big one.
Okay, now we can use
Quicksand alert.
What?
Quicksand alert.
Quicksand?
Quicksand. National Park Service, Glen Canyon, southern Utah, northern Arizona. That park out there, Glen Canyon, there's a 1.25 million acre park out there. In a bunch of areas, there's quicksand out there.
Really?
Yeah. And this is a big problem, I guess, all over the country. In Alaska, a lot of the beaches out there have quicksand. These tidal flats in Alaska.
Yeah.
You can go down there and the tide comes in.
Yes.
You're stuck and boom, you're under
I've been in like that. You get in there, you go down not much, but maybe about a foot and a half or something. You can't get out.
Yeah.
You got to pull yourself out and you leave your boot and then and
the tide comes in and you're done. And this has happened a lot last summer. Also happens in Michigan, UP of Michigan. A couple people have been killed up there.
Wow.
Also on the East Coast, same thing happens. Now, if you're caught in quicksand, stay calm and you lean back, you spread out like you're in a reclining position, like you're sitting back in a chair.
Yes.
And hopefully you float, or you're in the reclining position, and then you sink. I don't know.
Yeah. But I've been in that, and I know. But that's what I did.
You're supposed to do. You're supposed to
you
sit
get it back.
So.
And
and the other thing I just want to say before the show closes here, leave these young animals alone because it's been kind of warm. A lot of these animals are having their young.
Yeah.
Leave the deer alone. Leave
Yes.
the rabbits alone.
Yes.
You know, the female rabbit only feeds those young once every 24 hours. And if she knows someone's messing with it, she'll move them. So leave these young animals alone.
Mm-hmm.
If you find, birds that have fallen out of a nest and they don't have any feathers on them, if you find the nest, you can put them back. Or you can call, Lake Erie Science Museum and Nature Center. Their number there is 440-871-2900, extension 204.
Okay, good. Well, we got to take a break because we've got Great News Keo on the line, and we'll get there when we return.
Good.
Are you ready to catch the big one? Introducing Kodiak Fish Attractant Catfish Bombs, your ultimate secret weapon for a successful fishing trip. Designed with fishermen in mind, Kodiak Catfish Bombs release an irresistible scent that draws catfish in from miles away. Just toss it in, wait a bit, and watch the action unfold. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, these bombs are hot stuff. Perfect for the weekend angler or those late-night catfish excursions. Watch your catch rate explode with Kodiak Fish Attractant Catfish Bombs. Available online at Castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K.
Hook more with Castaway baits and scents. The Kodiak Shrimp Attractant, Captain Bob's must-have. Blast lures with shrimp scent that fish can't resist. It's perfect for any water. Pros are stacking their kits with Castaway's killer pastes and soaps. Don't get skunked while they cash in. Head to Castaway.com today and grab the scents that turn bites into battles. Castaway. Fish won't wait. Unleash the bite with Castaway baits and scents. Their Kodiak Shrimp Attractant Paste is Captain Bob's go-to. 15 times the scent of live shrimp, slathered on lures to drive fish wild. From freshwater to saltwater, these scents and baits are dominating tackle boxes everywhere. Don't let the big ones slip away. Visit Castaway.com now and load up. It's the edge every angler's chasing.
Thanks for listening to the Inside the Great Outdoors podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, shoot us an email at jcoulis@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. We'll share your comments with our audience on the following week's show. Thanks again for listening to Inside the Great Outdoors.
Welcome back. Time for good news, great news with Great News Keo. So what do you got there for us,
Great
buddy?
Well, great news is a little tempered this week. We've had a number of people ask, hey, what about the Grand River Wildlife?
Oh, yeah.
What's the latest on that? So
good update
I promised
coming.
a couple of people I would get with the Division of Wildlife and find out. And I eventually heard back from Ken Fry, who's their public information officer.
Mm-hmm.
Ken's a great guy.
Yes.
Yes. But anyway, that being said, it's still up in the air. They have no firm date to open, and one of the issues is they have to wait for some of the area to become less waterlogged to get equipment in, and so it's kind of week by week is what they're saying. So, typically they would open the range mid-April or so, but it might be later. We'll just have to see what the weather has in store and when they can get some equipment back in to finish the job. So be patient, everyone. Be patient. It'll be well worth it. Believe me, it'll be well worth it.
Oh, it's a beautiful upgrade. Beautiful. Complete rebuild.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of the good news is pretty... also, I put a link to the Cornell Laboratories bird cams. There is a plethora of bird cams you can peruse. I provided a link to them. there is a great horned owl cam where the great horned owl just laid an egg this morning. So you might
Ooh, cool.
check out the great horned owl cam, but there's also barred owl cam, and there's some feeder cams, and there's all kinds of, at least a couple dozen different live bird cams you can tune into.
Mm-hmm.
And the quality of the pictures are amazing.
Yeah.
Which inspired me to, I stumbled across, you might have seen it on Facebook. I don't know if this is familiar too, but there's a page called Squirrel Boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a company out there that makes boxes that squirrels, you can put up in your tree and squirrels will nest in it, hopefully. And they come equipped with little cameras in them. And you can spy on the squirrels. And I thought, what a cool idea. So I went and I bought some cedar planks and I built a squirrel box. And I got a blink camera and I installed it in it. And it's been up for about a week now. I think I put it up last Sunday, or maybe it was Monday. And we had our first visitor, a black phased gray squirrel, showed up. I put a link on the Facebook page of his
I saw
arrival.
that. Cool.
Yeah, I know. I feel a little voyeuristic, but
no, that's cool.
It'll be cool. The only thing I'm a little concerned about, because this has happened to me before, when I was much younger, I was a teenager at the time, I took an old nail keg and made a squirrel nesting box out of it.
Yeah.
And put it up in a tree, and it ended up being a wonderful home for yellow jackets.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of stay on. You got to kind of stay on top of it, but it should be easy with the camera in there. If I see hornets in there, I'll open up the front and scrape them out. But it should be fun. I'll keep, as it goes along, I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, maybe you would know. I know that somebody gave me a big bag of nuts, walnuts, and all different kinds of nuts. Oh, jeez. And I want to feed them to the squirrel. Where would I put them? Would I put them in something or what? Because I got a lot of squirrels. How would I feed them?
Oh, I just chuck them on the ground, and the turkeys will like them. The deer will like them.
Everybody will like them.
So deer will eat the nuts?
Oh, like yeah.
Really?
Eat nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Shells and all.
They don't eat the shells.
Oh,
They chew them up
but
and
they
eat the centers. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because there's big walnuts and all the, hazelnuts and all kind of nuts. But
leave a nutcracker out there for them,
okay.
Joe. Okay.
And paint. Be sure to paint for the squirrels on the nuts with a Sharpie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the deer don't eat them.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Oh,
no chipmunks.
Have a jog apart.
He puts no chipmunks on the nuts.
Well,
we have
next
a jug.
time I pick up a Squirrel Hustler magazine, I hope your photos are in there.
Oh,
Joe.
boy. Here we go. Squirrels after dark.
Say, though, it's been a wonderful year for the mass crop, though. I mean, there's nuts everywhere.
Well, yeah.
You could take that.
Yeah, and there's two other ones in the studio with me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be your straight man for these jokes. But we go to Chickagami Park, which is just a couple of minutes from here, to walk the dog and just enjoy. It's a beautiful park. And most of the trails are through the woods, and there is an amazing amount of acorns still on the ground that squirrels, deer, and turkey haven't gotten yet. I mean, it's almost like walking on ball bearings as you go down some of these trails.
Mm-hmm.
And the hickory nuts, too.
Watch your step, too, because you will slip. They will roll under your feet. And you'll lose your balance.
Especially if you're going downhill or uphill.
Yes, sir.
Be careful. Yeah. Well, that's about all I have. If I hear any more on the Grand River Wildlife Area, I'll keep you updated.
Okay.
Cool.
Because I know a lot of people are anxious, myself included.
Hey, spring has sprung. It's time to get out there.
Yeah.
I know it. And we had, speaking of that, a little bit of wisdom from Henry David Thoreau this week. You remember him, Joe?
Sure. We used to go fishing together.
Yeah.
At Walden
Yeah,
Pond.
Yeah.
He used
How
Joe's boat.
How did you know?
Did he have a live scope?
No.
He used to use
Dead
Kodiak
scope.
scents on
Yeah.
Golden Pond.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, he wrote, "The first pleasant days of spring come out like a squirrel and then go in again."
That's true.
Oh boy, is that ever true?
Yeah.
Okay, I have
Isn't that right?
I have
I know.
some wisdom.
No, you got some
I
wisdom.
got to get
here.
my wisdom.
Get your
This
wisdom in.
is Big Daddy's blue wisdom. So all of
Blue.
you folks with sensitive ears,
Oh.
take this one with a grain of salt.
Okay.
Just because you were conceived in a Jeep does not mean you're part Cherokee. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh,
I wish I had a snare drum.
oh, we got a snare drum.
Lenny will find one.
You know, if you're a big person, you can take the doors off the Jeep. Did you know that?
Holy, look at the phones light up.
Oh, good. All righty. Well,
Hey, I think it's time to stick a fork in the show.
you got it. Okay.
Absolutely.
We'll see you, Joe. Have a nice
All right,
week.
guys, have a
a
great
night.
week.
You too.
Yeah, you too.
See ya.
You too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I don't know if we'll get this caller in. We don't have much time. No, we don't. So we won't worry about it. But, yeah, what a show. Whew, jeez. Whew, man. But I had some support.
I know.
So?
You'll have a lot of support.
Yeah.
The
50-50.
guys that make the live scopes
Yep.
love you.
Oh, yeah.
The
sure.
guys that sell the accessories are going to
Yeah.
love you.
Yep.
And the guys that make batteries are going to love you even more.
Darn right.
They're going to love you all the way to the bank.
Yep, and Great Lakes
Their
is going to be
bank.
carrying my Kodiak scents and my divers.
Good.
And, yeah, win-win, but
That's where you ought to get your live scope.
I did.
Oh, from Great Lakes?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's coming this week.
Good.
But, yeah, it fun, but we were
If
we were
that's
all
what
over.
you want to do and to have fun, and there you go.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
That's, yes.
Don't support your friends in your will, you know.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's what makes you happy because you're the ones that live with it.
There you go.
can't live with somebody else's ideas or their. Everybody has
mean?
different
Oh,
ideas.
yeah, I know that. Well, I live with my wife's ideas,
Yeah.
especially when she gets that cast iron skillet out.
Which
You
might
better
happen after you
expect
come
that
home
when you get
with
home.
another fishing rod today.
Got a few dents in it.
Yeah.
But
What, in
so
your
does
head?
my head.
Yeah. Well,
Mm-hmm.
They both have dents.
right. Yeah, right. Oh, what a show. What a show. What a show. But, anyways, get out there and make some memories because the memories you make today could be the most lasting, most important ones. And the older you get, the more important those memories are. Just like the memories I found, the notes that my father wrote to my mother when she was 24, and I don't know if I was even born yet. And make a call to somebody you haven't talked to in a while because that's a win-win. They'll be as happy to hear from you as you from them if you haven't talked to them in a while. Catch up on what things are doing. So it's both people are going to smile, you and them as well. And you got to remember, a day without a smile is a day wasted. And the older we get, the less days we've got to waste. And your outlook as you get older changes and what's important in life. So as we talked about, if it makes you happy and it's not hurting anybody, go for it. That's a win-win, as my mother would always tell me. Now, Joey, don't you ever take any wooden nickels.
You've been listening to Inside the Great Outdoors with Joe Kulis, Joe Kehoe, and Dr. Norm. Join us every Sunday morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. on AM 1420 The Answer. Download the podcast of today's show and previous broadcasts at IGOradio.com. Follow the show on Facebook and get interactive with the cast and crew. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week, 7 a.m., right here on AM 1420 The Answer.